No games of playoffs on Tuesday night, but we will preview this game one of the finals which tonight. I am so excited about that. We're going to get into all the storylines. My name is Shlomo Stark,
My name is Levi Jacob.
and this is the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Levi. Okay, let's do predictions for tonight. Or predictions for the series and for tonight. What do you got?
I would like the Knicks to win
You
in
have
this
that
series.
you're hoping the next one?
Yeah, I want them to win in this series. I think tonight, though, the Spurs are going to win.
I hear. What do you think will happen also in the series?
I think that it will be. I think it's going to be a close series. I think it's going to be probably. It's going to be 6 or 7. I know that's like a very easy answer to give, but I just think that both of these teams have enough counter options to
Yeah.
really get them an edge in a game. Wemby had a great quote the other day where they asked him, does he think that the lack of experience is harmful? And he said, I think it's actually really an advantage. He said, why do you say that? And he said, because we don't know what we can't do. So it's like, why not try? When you're like, okay, if you never told anybody, oh, every team that's down 3, there's never been a team that comes back 3-0, or down 3-0. If you tell that team, if you keep telling them it's never happened, that's not going to, bode well. But if a team is like, guys, we can still do it, we're still in the series, they're going to probably play better. So it was a cool answer. I like it. And I think it's true. I just think that the Knicks are the reason why I would take the Knicks ultimately is because I think that you even saw it with OKC in last series, just their injuries stopped them from being able to produce as well. I do think that the experience factor here really plays a very big role of just being able to constantly perform under pressure, because the finals is a different animal than even Western Conference finals. So I think that it's gonna, I think it's gonna wear on the Spurs a little bit.
Did you predict?
Yes,
Well, what and how many games?
I said Knicks in 6 or 7.
Make a prediction.
I think
What are
it's
you
probably gonna be
afraid of?
7.
What, you're going to be
I think
wrong.
I think it's probably gonna be 7. I'm not afraid of it. I'm just trying to think about it.
You also have Knicks in 7? That's crazy that you have the Knicks winning. I also have Knicks, but in 6. I'm going to
I
tell you each game right now. This is
Yeah.
my prediction of how it's going to go. Game 1, Knicks well rested, they win. Game 2, Wemby just whatever does whatever he wants with us, and we get blown out in game 2. That's my prediction. Game 3, I also have the Spurs winning. I have we're all just so excited with the Garden, and Wemby just has a historic hushing the Garden night. And then I have us taking game 4, and then it's okay, like a classic Knicks, shoot really well. Then I have us winning the next 2 games. Just we win a big, great shooting night in San Antonio. Now we're up 3-2. And then if we're up 3-2 and you go back to New York for game 6, it's the most expensive sports ticket maybe ever.
Actually, I said it's so crazy. We actually, if you remember, we did a short about this last year about the price of the Knicks tickets, and that is, I think, our still most viewed short. There's I lied. There's one that passed it recently, but it's at 6,000 views. And we were discussing the actual
No,
legitimate
it's
price
crazy.
of
In
the
the game
tickets.
6, if the Knicks are up 3-2, if the Knicks are down 3-2 game 6, it's still going to be expensive, but it'll be less expensive. If the Knicks are up 3-2, the prices for game 6, to win there, it would just be, it's unimaginable. Did you see StubHub someone broke the record on most expensive purchase on StubHub ever?
No, how much was it?
$260,000 for 2 tickets, $130K each.
It's insane. Are they sitting at least?
I think he's bought on his credit card.
But where
It
are
was
they sitting?
purchased on credit card with StubHub.
Where are they sitting though?
They're sitting by the wood, not on the floor, but
Okay.
they're on the floor.
I thought you were gonna be like they're sitting in like like section B that's like just the
No,
next one
no.
down.
The actual get-in price seems to be around $5,000-$6,000,
That's
which is also
insane.
crazy.
That's insane.
Which is also crazy, but I think it could range between $5,000 to $150,000.
My God. Oh my God. Listen, I get it. Like you have some really, really diehard Knicks fans that have been waiting to see this, like really this opportunity for so long that like it's crazy that it's like happening. So I get it. But at the same time, like you're talking a car, a very nice car that you could buy to go to
It's an apartment for a year.
yeah.
You could rent an apartment for a year or go to a Knicks game.
Or like you could buy a house somewhere for that much money.
Someone was
That's
saying
crazy.
like, is it cheap? Like someone was saying like, is it cheaper for me to just buy a place in San Antonio and go to a game there? Like literally just buy a house in San Antonio and go to the game, or go to a Knicks game.
That's so ridiculous. And the truth is that it actually might be that way. That's crazy.
Like I don't know what a small apartment in San Antonio goes for, but I don't know. But it's crazy.
It's
It's
a lot of
absolutely
money.
insane.
They paid a
And I
crazy amount of
just
money for
think
that.
I just think that the Knicks are gonna be they're gonna be they can do it. I didn't think so 2 weeks ago, and now I've switched it up, and I think they could win in six.
You know
And
what's
it seems
weird
like
is
you
I
also think
think
they could win in 6 or 7.
the weird part about that to me though is that the Spurs won game 6 and game 7. And I think in the ways that they won, we see that the Knicks could rise to the challenge of those things. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they didn't win so dominantly. Like game 6, like okay, like bad shooting
hmm
OKC, it was very, very good defense, blah blah blah. But like we saw where the Knicks could exploit that and still rise to the occasion. And I think that is what gave a lot of people like more pause about like maybe the Spurs don't just obviously win this, which is pretty
Right.
crazy.
Yeah. It is. It's gonna be a great series. I think it's gonna be one of the best finals we've had in a while.
I
Like
agree.
I'm thinking, the last excellent finals I can remember is 2016, where I'm like,
Last year's finals were a lot of fun.
it's what's the word? There's a word I'm thinking of. You're gonna agree with me, but I just can't get this word. The problem with last year's finals is when I think about it, I think the only thing I think of is Halliburton's injury in the first few minutes of Game 7. So it's like it was good in the moment, but there's like a shaded. I don't know. There's like that's like the history of the finals. Like that's what it's become. It's become like we were robbed of what could have been one of the great Game
Right.
7s. Like it's
I
just
get it.
like that's what I think back to in terms of that finals.
Like
So
the
it's not.
potential.
Yeah,
Not
like
fulfill
I'm
the
saying,
potential.
it was great. It was a really good series, and I'm like, like also Thunder were heavily favored to start, and all of a sudden the Pacers were doing like it was like what they might win, and then it looked like they were playing great the first minutes, and then the Halliburton injury is like you're like I can't. Similar to why I can't have the Raptors winning I don't have the Raptors winning
Against the
over
Golden
Golden
State.
State. Oh, as like as one of the great finals, even though it was like crazy that they won because I look back at the finals, I think of the Durant injury and I think of the Klay Thompson injury.
But I think at the time, I think I hear what you're saying. I think that one is a little bit different because I think that people didn't really care how someone did it. They just wanted the Warriors to lose. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so it's a little different, but I'm saying for me, like this is like it is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
different, but I'm just saying like when I think of great finals, the reason I go all the way back to 2016 is there's been other great finals, but if it's plagued by injury, like if I don't feel like both teams are at their best, I get rid of it. Like it's just not, to me, that's not the greatest finals. The Knicks and Spurs are both really healthy. Like I don't know if Knicks Thunder would be one of the best finals ever because the Thunder wouldn't come to this series healthy. They would have like it would be, and like here, Knicks and Spurs, there's no excuses. There's no like, it's just both teams are here to play. This is the best both teams have ever looked, and that's why I'm saying it goes back to Golden State and and LeBron
Cavs,
because yeah, and
LeBron.
sorry, Cavs, sure. Golden State had 73 wins. Like they were at the peak. Like no team has ever looked better, and it was the only real finals where we saw LeBron, Love, and Kyrie. The other seasons they were plagued by injury, and we didn't get to really see them. the three of them. So that and it went to 7, and Cleveland, this is for you. It had all the stories, and it was the best. So that is the best finals I can remember. I think in the last 10 years, and I think this has potential to get there. Like a Brunson or a Wemby championship in 6 or 7 is like, whew,
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think also maybe this can transition us into our next two questions that I had for you from yesterday.
yes.
If Wemby wins, how quick do the Spurs turn into the villains?
I think the Spurs might already be the villains.
Isn't that crazy? Like everyone's
I
like
think,
okay, like they're excited
yeah.
about like seeing him
I
get the
think
first
I
ring.
I think that's one of the most miraculous things about this conference finals win is not only was it a win, they've switched the narrative from how are we going to beat the Thunder to how are we going to beat the Spurs in
Yeah,
one series. Like everyone all season was saying like, what are we supposed to do? The Thunder are gonna run
but
the
I think
West. Have
I
you
think
seen this
similarly.
TikTok? The Spurs run the West. The Spurs run the West. I love it. It's so funny.
Um, I think similarly to LeBron though, right? Like when you're like, oh, how are we going to beat the Spurs? The question people are asking themselves is how are teams going to beat Wemby? There's no answer for him. There really is no answer for
Right.
him. I don't
So
know if there's going to be an answer for him.
Zach Lowe says he thinks there's no silver bullet, like there's no player.
Yeah,
It's shooting.
yeah. I
It's
and I
it's
and I
just a
couldn't agree
team
more.
of it's a team of 5 shooters, and the Knicks kind of have that, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
it's
the
a
other
team of
secret is
5 guys who can shoot, and it's just like we are not going to win in the paint, so we just 3 points are worth more than two.
it's a similar thing to the Kevin Durant, Tony Allen thing when he guarded him in that series. The guy with the low center of gravity just knocking you off of your like balance the whole
Mm-hmm.
series is annoying. They also have that with OG. Like I really think that
You
like
seen the clips of OG guarding Wemby from early in the season? Is that caught on your feed?
no, it's a thing that we've been talking about, I think also for the last couple of weeks. But like I said, like I wasn't looking back at the film. Now you see it, obviously. I will say that really something that's I don't think is spoken about enough. The Spurs were not this at the beginning of the playoffs. The
Well,
Spurs
they
have
weren't they
really
weren't playing anyone interesting. Like I
but
wonder if the
they
Spurs
lost.
played the Thunder in the first round, who
It,
lost?
I'm saying they lost a few games with those first the first two rounds.
They didn't lose a single game. Wemby wasn't healthy until in the first 2 rounds.
Didn't Minnesota take one that Wemby was in? Either way, I'm saying
No,
even
Wemby he was in, but he got like randomly hurt, or he went to the locker room. Like,
I don't remember. All I'm saying is that even during those games, it wasn't the same thing. I really think that the Spurs have gone like all of them have gone up a level, including Champagne and Vassell in certain games. Like the team has been playoff risers, and I'm like very thoroughly impressed. But I think that still OG is like a good answer. And again, the shooting, like if you're scoring just more 3-pointers and the other team is scoring 2 points,
hmm
that's more points. That's like the classic Chris Bosh quote.
right.
Um, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. These two teams also, again, like the last series with the Western Conference Finals, both very well coached.
hmm
But I think it's very funny that we do this with players that we're like gassing them up so much, like, oh, Wemby's here, Wemby's here. Man, we hate that guy. I can't believe like who's going to beat him next.
No,
Like,
that's how it is. Yeah,
okay. I asked you a question in the group chat this morning.
yeah. I'm insulted that you thought I needed to think about it. I had an
Okay.
answer right when you asked me, and I'm ready to go right now. I
But
don't need to
is
prep for
it
that.
okay? So the question that I had was, what former Nick are we hoping is in attendance for one of these finals games? But we wanted deep cut Nick players.
So for me, the answer is it's it's the teams that were most frustrating to be a fan of, and it's like, we thank you for your service in the tanking years.
Yeah,
So I have 3 names for you. 4 names, sorry. Wait, 3 or 4, let me think. 4 names. I'll give you 4 names, all in the same era. Okay? Number 1, guy we drafted same year as Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Knox. Picked him 4th in the draft. Would be hilarious to just see him
yeah.
sitting next to Stephon Marbury, be like, Kevin Knox. Yeah, thank you, man. To
What are you
absolutely
doing
love him.
now?
What are you doing? And then the big three, the old big three from like 2017. Give me Pablo Prigioni, Lanston Galloway, and Jose Calderon. if those guys are just sitting next to each other in like a little area, like I don't think they can afford the front row, so they're probably like in the back. Like it'd be so funny if like in the back of MSG you just see them like because they can only afford like the $5,000 tickets. I'm not sure they ever got really paid by the NBA. Oh, that would like they get a standing up. Like people would just be deliriously happy to see them. They tried. They really tried. The Knicks have never not tried, but that team tried hard. If you show me Lanston Galloway just hanging out with Pablo Prigioni, the oldest rookie in NBA history, I would lose my mind.
I want to see the career good players that came to the Knicks in like their David Beckham era. I would love to see Baron Davis there trying to like capitalize. Like, remember I was a Knick, remember? And everyone's like, no.
If you want to go that era, like give me Iman Shumpert, I think already comes,
Yeah.
but
No,
like
he
what's it
deserves it
like?
also.
Like you
he
know
was
who
good for
never
them.
comes? Who's just like you were a great point guard for us? Raymond Felton. Give me Raymond Felton there. You know what? Give me
Jason Kidd.
Steve Novak's there. 1 second. Steve Novak
Jason Kidd
comes.
can come. He's not employed anymore. He can come.
Sure. He said no to being coach. I don't know. It's like he might get booed. He's not a great.
We
Although
always run that risk.
that's not a deep cut at all. Like Jason Kidd is like an MVP. Like he's like.
No, I'm saying deep cut in terms of he played for the Knicks
You're
that
saying he played on
one
the
year.
Knicks for a little bit. I
Yeah,
hear that.
Knicks deep cut.
I hear
Knicks
it.
deep cut.
Give me Andrea Bargnani. Like
Yeah,
give me like.
I was thinking about that.
I don't know. There's lots of guys that could come, and also, but by the way, these guys are all probably trying to come, and
Yeah,
Dolan's
for
like, "Yeah,
sure.
we're
Yeah,
good." Like they all want to be there. Everyone wants to
you're
be there. This is the
watching
hottest ticket in town.
you're watching one of the most unique NBA stars that has a likelihood to have a greatest career of all time potential against the Knicks in the NBA Finals. Like that is like odds of those things coinciding are very low, and here we are.
I didn't think the Knicks would be in the finals in my lifetime. I'm so excited.
It's awesome. And props to James Dolan for like letting somebody else do basketball thoughts.
James
Great.
Dolan, Leon Rose, Kenny West, Mike Brown, Rick Brunson. Props to everybody, the whole staff. We love you guys. Patrick Ewing, Bernard King, Stefan Marbury, Latrell Sprewell, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire. Thank you all for this. Thank you all for trying, for getting us to this moment. We're here. It's arrived. It's tonight. And I have a card still to every single Knick player who ever walked. Oh, Frank Nicolatina. Got to get him. Got to get him in the Frank the Tank. I would love if he showed up. Just want to thank all of you. You really this team. Even the bad years, we wouldn't have gotten here if we weren't desperate in the bad years.
Two
I
more
think
players
I
that I
could do
want to.
without no Phil Jackson or Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
I
Get them
think
out
we're
of here.
good. Those guys really messed it up for us.
Wait.
Those guys could watch at home.
3 more honorable mentions that in good faith, the Knicks would cheer, the fans would cheer, and they deserve the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my big board for that. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I would love to see Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and not Mike D'Antoni,
Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau. There you go.
That would be great. Randall and DiVincenzo, you can't. Current players can't go.
But meaning Dylan Brooks was at the OKC Lakers game. Like the
That's
New York
different.
faithful.
He wasn't a former though. He wasn't a former player for either team.
Yeah, but
former players can go to games, but you can't go as like the.
But they got them here.
Like you used to be here. Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't. That's like you can't have Westbrook at the OKC game. You can have Durant at the OKC game.
Steven Adams at the OKC game.
Steven Adams, you can't. Oh, I guess he's playing. He's like another level. I guess Steven Adams is okay.
No,
yeah,
I think it's like this is like this team doesn't have Cat if Julius Randle isn't traded with Dante DiVincenzo. You know what I'm saying? And I think I think the Knicks fans would be like,
weird.
thank you for your sacrifice.
I do appreciate them. Thank you, but it's a little weird. All right, that was the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes left with you, Levi, for hosting, for producing, for going along with my game, and for picking the Knicks tonight. No, not tonight. You picked the Spurs tonight, but picking the Knicks in the series. I appreciate that. I want to thank you, Max, and I want to thank you for listening.